Hello, Light Warriors. Are the rhythms of your everyday life thrown off? Well, you might be experiencing the quickening. Grand Rising, everyone. It's good to see you. Ben, thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. We're all here and we're all experiencing massive changes, and time might seem like it's speeding up on you. Does it seem like there's not enough time in the day? You might be experiencing the quickening, and it's a frequency shift of our world. And the Schumann Resonance is showing us that something about our world is thrown off. Something is very strange. And you might be having many symptoms. There are certain signs. And we have a lot in store for today's world famous message. And many people around the world are going to reflect upon this message and realize, because the truth cannot be told, it can only be realized. We're realizing that the fake man-made time structure is crumbling. And you're saying to yourself, yeah, it seems like time is actually speeding up. It's going faster and faster. And you might feel like you can't keep up with it. So if you're just tuning in, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message. And if you're watching on the replay, I'm giving everyone a few minutes to get on. And today I have many things in store for you. We're going to talk about signs and symptoms of the quickening. We're going to talk about the Schumann resonance. We're going to talk about DNA upgrades. We're going to talk about your cells. And we're going to talk about the 4 functions of consciousness. So stay tuned for that one. You know, a lot of times you might hear the term expand human consciousness. You're always hearing about consciousness. And in today's message, we're going to break down the 4 functions of consciousness. It could actually be its own message on its own, but we have a lot in store today for the quickening. So, you know, you might be experiencing many changes, and it's good to see everyone. I'm always appreciative, and our community is appreciated when you are sharing comments, what you're feeling, because I see a lot of us are experiencing the heart palpitations and not being able to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep in a month, Light Warriors. If you haven't been able to sleep in a month, raise your hand. You see, I got you again, Light Warriors. I can't see your hand. But, you know, many people tuning into this, they're seeing a massive change. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. You can't sleep. I can't sleep either, right? It's rough on the nights where you don't sleep at all, maybe an hour. You start hallucinating the next day. What's going on? Didn't have enough sleep, right? And I'm seeing the live stream light up with so many people that haven't slept in the past few weeks, the last month. Something is off, and we're experiencing the quickening. And, you know, we feel this urge that we have to change our life. We have to change our lifestyle. Even our lifestyles might be changing on its own. You know, for you know, a long time, I was coming here. We were doing our live streams. I'd have my cup of coffee with me. And now I could just drink water. I haven't had coffee in the past month as well, because my heart is racing all day long. So we're experiencing these frequencies, and the frequency of our world is changing. This is electromagnetic energy. And as a human, we perceive visible light. However, visible light is only a small fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. So there are many lights and sounds that are affecting our trillions of cells and are affecting our everyday life experience. We all have rhythms, right? There are many rhythms, right? There's rhythms to the world, right? There's sunrise and sunset. It's a rhythm, right? And you have rhythms. You have homeostasis, right? And you are accustomed to your personal homeostasis, the body's regulation of its life-maintaining condition. And you know how many hours you normally sleep to feel right. And you know how you normally live, how you eat, how many times a day you eat, your appetite, what your temperature is. The other night I was running high. I was feeling the heat, feeling the energy coming in. You might have been feeling it as well. And I see it right now. Ringing in the ears is through the roof. My ears have been ringing. I've shared this with many of you. It's probably been about 6 years now, 5, 6 years. My ears have been ringing. But lately, in the past month, the ringing is loud. You're hearing a different pitch. You're picking up on it. When I shared about ringing in the ears, this is an ascension symptom for those that are decalcifying their pineal gland. Ronnie, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do this. I'm grateful for all of you. You keep me going. And, when I shared about ringing in the ears, and I was, very afraid of ringing in the ears when I first experienced it. And I've shared this story many times. But, when it starts, you're aware of it. And then all of a sudden it settles in and it just becomes part of your life. And you're not really focused on it anymore. Lately, you might be focused on the ringing in the ears. So, let me know if you're hearing the ringing in the ears, you're feeling the pressure. We're all feeling the pressure right now. And, there's a lot that goes into the quickening. So, I know that many people have spoken about time speeding up. You might be aware that time is speeding up right now. And there are many signs and symptoms that you are experiencing the quickening happening now, because the Schumann Resonance is showing us that our world is changing. And right now we're in a low right now. And we're still in the low. And you might be feeling low as a reflection of your life. You might be feeling drained. You might be feeling just low emotionally. What is emotion? Energy in motion. So we need to do things to make sure this emotion comes out of us. We don't want it to stay in the body, because when emotion, especially a negative emotion, stays in the body, it's going to affect us physically, mentally, and spiritually. So we need to be aware of this. So what are some signs, certain things that we might feel, some symptoms we might have? I want you to really think about your life. Does a week feel like it's 3 days? Ask yourself that question. Does a week feel like it's 3 days? Like how 3 days years ago felt to you? Is that how it feels right now? Denise, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you do, Michael, and gratitude. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for your attention, the currency of the universe. So everyone that is paying attention, if you haven't seen that video that I put out on the currency of the universe, we should all be conscious and aware of our attention. Where our attention goes, that's where the energy flows. So I hope that I'm providing what you all need to improve your life, and I'm grateful for your attention. Does 6 months feel like 3 months? Does this past year feel like it's like half a year? I'm sitting here. I can't believe it's January already. And I could say, if I was asked what was August, I feel like August was 3 months ago. Ask yourself that question. The truth cannot be told. It can only be realized. You have to realize, you have to feel this yourself. Does August feel like it was 3 months ago? We're experiencing that time is speeding up, and we have rhythms of the body, and it's throwing us off. You see, linear time is fake. It's a man-made construct, and we're unlearning and relearning our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It's a frequency. The frequency has changed. The radio station has changed. We're now tuned into a new frequency, and now our physical body, with trillions of cells, 1.4 volts, 700 trillion volts of electricity, it has to recalibrate. We have to recalibrate our body. So you might feel like you're running out of your body. You might feel like you need to move all day long. Your heart is pumping and you need to move. Like you almost want to run away, right? And you're constantly in motion. You're taking time to rest, but there's not much going on like there was years ago. So even though there's not much going on, it feels like there's not enough time in the day. That's why you keep going like this. You feel like this. Let me know in the live chat. Do you feel like this? That you have to keep going, right? Remember that? Remember that catchphrase, keep going? You feel like you have to keep going all day long. And you feel like you need to go, and you feel like things are slowing you down in the sludge. You feel like you're in the sludge. You do much less than you did years ago, and you still feel like the day is so short. Okay, so like in my life, in many people's lives, we might have worked a full-time job. We might go to the gym, have a social life, clean the house, and now just simply doing a few things throughout the day, it feels like there's just not enough time. Olga, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do this. I love you all. I really appreciate all the support. So think about how you used to live and think about how you live now. We're doing a lot less, and it just seems like we can't keep up with the day because something is off. So our body, our receptors, our DNA receptors, remember, 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. And I hope I set the microphone up correctly today. Let me know if it's good. I can't stop it. It's live. I messed up the microphone settings again. Now I got the HD, the web camera and the microphone. It keeps reading the wrong one. So we might have to go back to the old camera because the sound is most important. I hope. Thank you, Bev. I hope the sound is good. Okay. I know the last video was a little off, so I'm hoping that it's working right now. So even though you're doing so much less, I'm doing so much. I used to go all day long, work the full-time job, go to the gym, have a social life, go out with friends, right? Meet up with them, do all these things, clean the house. Now we're doing so much less, and there's just not enough time, and we just want to rest. And there's a reason for this. Because our trillions of cells have to upgrade. Cells are dying off. We're building new cells. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to make these new cells. And we must all match the frequency of the planet. Olga, thank you again. You have the same glass? Synchronicities, right? So we're resting to upgrade our body, and our DNA is upgrading our cells, the preparation to accept. We're entering a new era, and there's new energies coming into the planet. If you're learning something new today, please smash and obliterate the like button. I appreciate that. It helps others find this important message. And as we raise awareness to the Schumann Resonance, it's so important that people learn about the Schumann Resonance, and it helps us understand and overstand these weird symptoms and why we're having all these changes around the world. So the Schumann Resonance is playing a tremendous role in our journey right now. So we need to match the frequency of the world. And that's why we're seeing, as we share many times, the 3D to 5D timeline split. And we're seeing people going off in two directions. And you have to match the frequency, and everything on our journey is going to affect our vibrational health. I shared that about a week ago. Vibrational health. Some people might be saying, what is this guy talking about, vibrational health? Ohio Heart of the USA, thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's my honor to do this. Thank you. Vibrational health. You really should subscribe to the channel. You'll learn something to improve your life. Vibrational health. Everything is either going to increase or decrease your vibrational frequency. Your trillions of cells are vibrating. And the faster and stronger we vibrate, the healthier we are, the better mental health we have, the more spiritually in tune we are. And the lower we vibrate, everything starts going down. Our physical declines. So food, what we take in, food, water, what we're watching, what we're listening to can affect our vibration, what we put in our body. Read the label. Read all the labels before you put something in your body, light warriors. Read the labels, right? And, always think, make a conscious decision. And, I've been sharing with you, even in recent times, as we're going through this massive shift, your palate might be changing. You might feel like you need to take in different types of foods and cleanse the body. So even though we're not doing as much right now, years ago, we might go all day long and do all these things. And now we're doing a lot of sitting around, downloading information. I shared about that as well. There's a massive awakening going around the planet right now, spiritual awakening. And when you unlearn and relearn, I learned this a long time ago. When you bodybuild, right? You're bodybuilding, you're working out, and you think that that's what requires rest only. But your mental actually requires rest. So when you're actually learning new things and you're reprogramming yourself, you're reprogramming your mind, you're using up so much energy. I've gone through many rabbit holes over the course of time, and I would just sit and eat, and I would work out, and I would sit and eat and just watch and lay on the couch and absorb all this information. That's how I made it to where I am today. I had to unlearn and relearn everything. 144,000 are here. Thank you for smashing the like button. I appreciate it. It helps others find us, finds our community. Yes, the Sacred Heart, Edwards. The heart has an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. You need to start listening to the heart and not the brain. It's true. So we were given these subconscious programs. Now we're unlearning and relearning. One of the major things that I went through, it really will awaken you to that this reality is not what we learned it to be, is the Mandela effect. And I've shared many videos. I'm going to have to do more videos on the Mandela effect. I'm going to try something new soon. And, when you start diving into all these things, your body, your cells, they need to rest. You're upgrading. There's so much energy that's going through you right now. So we have to match the frequency of the world that we're living in. Not everything is going to make it. We're rising up, and we have to rise up with the world right now. Trillions of cells have to upgrade. And so we're going through this massive shift in our lives right now. So you're feeling the quickening. You're feeling that time. You almost feel like time is running out. Do you feel like time is running out? Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up. Let's go. Even though there's really nothing. I want everyone to realize this too. Your mission right now, mission report, December 16th, 1991. And if anyone knows that, leave it in the chat. Your mission is up to you. You could be here just to learn and rest. You feel like waking up one other person. If you feel like expressing yourself and trying to wake up 100 people, thousands of people, millions of people, everyone has a different mission. It's the same vibration. So don't put so much pressure on yourself. So the main thing is just to awaken yourself. We are all becoming the change that we want to see in the world. That's the main thing, is becoming the change that we want to see in the world. So you might feel right now, since you feel like we're running out of time, there's no pressure, but I'm feeling certain things as well. We might have to make drastic moves to prepare for our future. Right now, our soul is crying out that something is terribly wrong. And maybe our job is no longer resonating. Our relationship is no longer resonating. Our place that we live is no longer resonating. Our family is no longer resonating. There's many different aspects. And all of a sudden, your soul, the energy that's operating the body in this time period right now, is crying out that you need something new and you need to get out of there. And you feel like you're suffocating. You feel like you feel the pain. And I shared this. I had to go through a massive shift. September, October, I shared it with everyone that is on Patreon. I'm very grateful for our Patreon community. If you'd like to support on Patreon, we have more uncensored content and tons of other content and guests on Patreon. There'll be a link in the description. But when we go through a change, like if our job doesn't resonate with us anymore, like you want to actually serve the people and you don't want to hurt people anymore, your soul cannot be there anymore. So you have to let go. It's not about the money anymore. It's about the energy. And you need to be in alignment. Your soul is crying out to you, and you will feel this. You will feel this down to your bone. You will feel uncomfortable down to your bone if you are not in alignment, because you will look at the eyes of children that are suffering, and you know that you cannot partake in this anymore. I know many people that were in business working in a cubicle. And, you know, many people are aware of like the things that were going on in the stock market in the early 2000s. And people were being, the common everyday life man and woman were being taken advantage of by all these stocks, right? Remember that back in the 2000s? Those that remember back in the 2000s, people walked away from those types of jobs because, you know, you're making money and all these brokers and everything, they, you know, and I'm coming across people that are, you know, having a spiritual awakening now. It doesn't matter where you are. You can't partake. Doesn't matter about the money. You're here to make others rise up. So we have to start again. And many people are starting again. You know, maybe years ago you woke up and you had to start again. You had to leave your career. Maybe you just did it now. You gotta start again. Start over from scratch, right? Yeah, I know 2000 seems like a long time ago, but then it feels like it was yesterday too. It's amazing. It's amazing. 2000. I remember 2000. Remember Y2K? Little did they know the end of the world is now. It wasn't back then, but it's also the beginning. If you're still tuned in, don't forget 4 functions of consciousness. I have a lot that we're going through right now. 4 functions of consciousness. We'll understand it all. But we have to be in alignment. So there's so much change, and that's what we're all feeling right now. Even though we went through it, you know, it might hit us at a later date. You know, I've shared with all of you, I'm going through a time period that's rough right now. And all of the realizations, because, you know, I learned a long time ago, we could have our head up in the clouds, but we also have to have one foot on the ground. We still have to exist in this matrix. We have to do all the matrix things. It's just part of it. And we will slowly break down the matrix. But I, like all of you, we want it to be done right away in a snap of a finger, but it's taking a long time. So now, you know, realization is kicking in. And, you know, we know that we have to be part of the matrix, one foot on the ground, head in the clouds, one foot on the ground. So now we're coming to the realization that we have to make more changes for our lives, because our life, our human life that we're having right now, we live forever, right? We're going to have many lifetimes. I keep popping in. I check up on everyone, right? And, you know, we all come in. We're going to live again. But the experience that we're having right now, it's short. It's short. So we have to be in tune with where we want to go and what we want to do, because our lives are short. So right now, we're seeing so many glitches in our rhythms of our everyday life. We're going through the quickening, the fake man-made construct of linear time. It can't work anymore. Those that have awoken, they're decalcifying their pineal gland. They're perceiving reality you see that something is changing. And it's throwing off all of your rhythms. So we're going to go through the 4 functions of consciousness to understand this. And if you're learning something new today, please smash and obliterate the like button. It helps others find this message. I'm very grateful for all the support. 4 functions of consciousness: thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition. Thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition. And over the course of our life, we had subconscious programs. We lived a certain way. And now we're seeing that something is off. Thinking is ideas. And as we're feeling this energy, you might have new ideas for your life. And you're rethinking everything. So reflect. Is your thinking off right now? Are you getting new ideas? Are you having ideas that your old life no longer resonates with you? You need to get out. Are you getting ideas that you have for your new life? This is what I want to create. This is what I want to create. Feeling. Consciousness, feeling. So values and emotions. We're seeing a change in the way that we feel. Values and emotions. So you might be seeing a shift in your core values. We're seeing that a lot right now. As I shared, we might have been, plugged into the matrix. It's no one's fault. I'm here to share with all of our brothers and sisters that it is no one's fault. We were given subconscious programs, and then this is how we lived our life. So we have new values. The old values are out. They're not resonating with us. They're not a vibrational match anymore. Emotions, energy and motion. So our emotions are off. I know right now a lot of emotions are off. Just shoot it in the live chat. Are your emotions off in the past month? Extra off? Sensation. Sensation gives physical feeling. Perception. Sensation. Perception. Is your perception of time off? Your perception of time. And when we're talking about consciousness, we're always talking about being conscious, expanding human consciousness. Perception, sensation is part of consciousness. You have a perception, and now it feels like it's off. The time is off. Intuition, getting answers to things we don't know yet. Intuition. And, in the past, we either weren't paying attention to our intuition. We didn't have much intuition. My intuition is improving a lot, and it actually could be scary. You get certain nudges. Get out, change, and you're like, holy shift! I got to change. Holy shit! A lot of people say this. And you get the your spidey senses tingling, right? You feel this, and you say, "Holy shift! I got to make changes." So we get these nudges, and we're realizing that our old life is no longer resonating anymore. I'm reading in the chat. A lot of people are experiencing crying. They're crying. We're all experiencing it now, even myself, even friends that I'm talking to personally. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. And the feminine energy is rising around the planet right now. So, we should be conscious. You're learning more right now. You should become conscious of the Hermetic principles and the Hermetic principle of gender. And there are masculine energies and feminine energies. And the feminine energy, the creative energy, has been suppressed for so long. So a lot of us are feeling that right now. So what are we feeling? We're crying out that we want to be the creators again. We want to create the reality. that we want to experience. If you want to experience a whole new reality, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message, an authentic message. No holds barred, kid. No holds barred. We call it how it is. And it's my honor to do that. Stop putting people on a pedestal. False idols. Nobody gives a shift. It's true. Stop putting people on a pedestal and start focusing on your everyday life and what you want to experience. Because the last time I checked, this is your life and it's your experience. Spend time alone. I'm like the Captain America. I'm like the captain of spending time alone. It's important. And Tesla said it, be alone. That's where ideas are born. No big laboratory is needed in which to think. You could go out on the beach, you could climb the mountain, all the places that I go to, and I allow the energy of my higher self to come through. Some of you know my higher self, right? It's true, dear ones, but I digress. You have to be in tune. And that's where we're going right now. So really, this is important. And I'll probably do this again because the 4 functions of consciousness are important: thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition. And as we go through the quickening, our perception, the energy is off. Linear time is fake. Fake. You're fake. Fake time, right? Fake time, light warriors. I'm going to share that on Telegram. I forgot that I was going to share it. If you haven't joined our Telegram group, Our Everyday Lives, in Our Everyday Lives 528 for the 528 hertz frequency, the miracle tone, it will cause miracles for your life, cause a shift in your life. But we have a group chat on Telegram, and that will be pinned in the comments. I know many of you are part of it, and I like to share more on Telegram. And everyone needs someone to talk to as they're just waking up. That's really the main focus. It's one thing to be awake for a while, and we're constantly learning. I'm here before you, and I'm here to share with all of you that I don't know everything. And the sooner that you come to terms that you don't know everything, then you will expand exponentially. If you're in the ego, if you're in the narcissistic agenda and you feel like you know everything, you will never be able to grow. We identify that there is room in the glass for more, and then God will bring so much more to your everyday life experience. It's true. It's true. So really focus on that. Focus on that you don't know everything. Some people, I was reading something. I was reading something about the quickening, and someone wrote a book, and I was reading this narcissistic trash gaslighting the book and writing all these things. So, when you start to realize what's really going on in the world, start to feel vibration. As Dr. Bruce Lipton said, language was designed to hide feelings. So feel the energies behind the word. Feel the energies behind the words. If there is love, if there is kindness, or is there gaslighting? Is there fear? Or is there the satanic vibration of shame? Because shame is the lowest state of vibrational consciousness. And I want everyone to rise up, open your eyes, and see where shame is pushed. Do you see shame anywhere in the world? Let us know in the comments. And when you see the shame, you could identify the authentic truth. And if you haven't learned about the scale of vibrational consciousness, Hawkins scale of vibrational consciousness, shame is the lowest state. You get up to fear. A lot of people are in fear right now. Our brothers and sisters are in fear. We rise up to anger. Anger is actually above fear. And then we want to keep rising up to acceptance. We could accept everything. And then we rise up to love. And if we could really meet the top, authenticity, the highest state of vibrational consciousness, authentic. It's true. It is. On the top of the scale, it says is. Top of the scale is. It's true. So, yeah, I mean, some people will shame you for being joyful. And that's why we have to have self-love during this time period. Self-love during this time period. One more time for good luck to get it in the subconscious mind. Self-love during this time period. If you're ready to embrace self-love and improve your life, please smash the like button. It helps others improve their life. They find this information. Please click subscribe. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You'll get every update and you'll see some of the past videos. And if you connect on Telegram, we have a 24-hour group chat, and I, drop some knowledge bombs. Drop some knowledge bombs, Light Warriors, in the group chat. And what we're doing is we're creating a family. We're creating a community where everyone has a say and everyone's feelings, right? Feelings. It's part of consciousness, right? It's part of the functions of consciousness that we learned today. And that's what this is all about. So as we grow, we start to realize, because the truth cannot be told. I can't tell you the truth. False idols can't tell you the truth. Your mother can't tell you the truth. Your uncle can't tell you the truth. Who else? Your brother can't tell you the truth. Fake people on the Tell Lies to Your Vision can't tell you the truth. Only you can realize the truth. Realize the truth. And that's what this expansion of consciousness is all about. Consciousness, right? Consciousness, thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition. And a lot of people didn't either have intuition, or they would just, give it away to false idols. And the more that we disconnect, the more that we could be in tune with intuition. So I have a lot more to share in the upcoming weeks and months, and it's going to exponentially change. And I'm grateful for all of the support. And, take the time to reflect on the quickening. Can you ask yourself, do you feel like a week? Does it feel like 3 days? Oh, and also think about it too, because I saw the change, and this is part of downloading subconscious programs and the state of consciousness that we're in. I remember when I was in the second grade, and I always remember that the second grade was like the longest year of my life. And then after that, like, things started speeding up. I think I had Miss Broth in second grade. I'm going to ask my mother. I think it was Miss Broth. She was my second grade teacher. But for some reason, I remember that year was so long. And as we get older, naturally we get through that time period, and then it changes. So we download subconscious programs to the age of birth, to the 7 or 8. This is done by design. And we continue to download subconscious programs through repetition. So when you repeat, sometimes I'm repeating things to build strong, better subconscious programs. Build strong subconscious programs that serve you. You're not serving others. Someone else doesn't run your life. They are ruining our lives. Who are the writers of the subconscious programs? Ask the question, who are the writers of the subconscious programs? And does this serve my greatest purpose? And we get a lot of information here. So I hope that this message is helpful for you. Please take the time to smash the like button, click subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe, and select all. And please take this link, copy the link, ready? Copy the link, everyone, copy the link, do it all together, and dump it everywhere. Dump it in the group chats, dump it on the social media platforms, go through your text messages, send the link out to your friends, say, here, friend, check this out. This is what's happening. Do you feel like time is speeding up right now? We're going through the quickening, and we see the evidence in the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the planet. And as Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So linear time is a man-made construct that is fake. And it's just a change of frequency, and nothing can stop this. Absolutely nothing. Nothing can stop it. So we're going through this change of frequency right now, and we're feeling it. I'm grateful for all your support. I love you all. You're all my family. And however you support, the most important thing is sharing and growing our community. And anything that you could do, if there's anyone out there that knows how to get messages and, videos viral and get them out there, I'm still learning myself. I'm sharing, but I have to learn all these matrix things. Like I said before, you have to have one foot on the ground. So the more that we do these things, the more that we share, the more that we get the message out there, and we have to learn how to get it out there. And it's free will. It's those that resonate with the message, they will connect with the message. And as you're seeing, as the world is changing, the frequency is changing, our community is growing stronger and stronger. So this is the Quickening. I love you very much. And I know the world is crazy, but don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the quickening, the speeding up of fake time. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Please share it. You're making it grow. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the fifth dimension, not a place, but a frequency. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. All right, guys and gals and everyone and people that are watching that aren't people through the internet. I shared that many times. It's not just the numbers that you see up there. You see the numbers up there. There's others that are watching. I'm here, and I'm going to find a way, no matter what. Commander is on the ground. They hear me, Light Warriors. They hear me. Some of you understand. Some people are watching saying, this guy's crazy, right? They're all watching. They're tuning in. It's not just the numbers. I see it. I see it in the chat. I see it in the chat. You know it. And that's what I'm here to do. You gotta push through the shaming. You have to push through the mocking and the shaming. You ain't crazy. You're just waking up. There's a whole reality out there that you weren't tuned into. And now we're fine-tuning ourselves, and we will be able to improve our everyday lives. If you missed the beginning of this, if you're just tuning into the live stream, please rewatch it. I have a lot of information in this one. This is a very important one, and I'm grateful for everyone that shares this message. There'll be more on Patreon. Links will be in the description. I'm grateful for everyone that joins Patreon. Join Telegram for group chat, 24-hour group chat. Everyone could talk together. It's great. And we're building a family. I love you all. Keep sharing. Keep growing. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. The quickening is happening now. And so it is. I love you all. See you soon. Have a great day. Namaste.